Hi everyone, this is Val. Oh, let's just try and get that in frame a little better. Alright, that might work. Sorry. Alright, so here I am, Val from Valia Craft Studio, to show you another one of the journals I've just completed. This one is using a kit, not my own, and it was something about butterflies. So there's a lot of butterflies featuring in this, and I've put a butterfly on a bulb clip, just a little snap thing onto the little embellishment I've put up the top, a bit of lace here and an image that I've made. I've put the journal word and also butterflies down here, and there's a little butterfly from the collection I used here, and I've made it into a tuck spot with just a little couple of pieces of random ephemera on there, and an image from the kit I used on the back. It's covered in fabric underneath all that. The size is my usual 9x6, which is about 230 by 150 millimeters, and the spine is just over an inch. 3 signatures, hybrid style, 2 are sewn in, and 1 is held in place with the elastic. And there's white seam binding tying it together. There's over 60 double-sided pages in this one, so as well as some doilies and things like that as well. I think it's quite pretty. Oops, there's my notes about it. 64 double-sided pages. There you go, I knew there were a lot. And here I've just created a bit of a tuck spot in the front with a couple of tags that I've used in this kit, and just a little folder there that could have some extra pages added to it, of course, as well. I've used a couple of nested envelopes to make a multi-layered pocket here. And so you've got somewhere to put stuff in all of those. So there's one there too, but I'll find some more ephemera shortly to add to this. Pretty much when I completed making all these journals, I made up packs of the leftover ephemera, and they will be included with the journal when it's sold. Here I've made a collage kind of altered paper clip up the top there, and that's just a random piece of paper, a cardstock rather, that I've printed out that I got from the public domain. I've sort of mingled a couple of kits of these ones, all from the same designer, but I just liked some of them and not others, and they didn't have quite enough pages in the kits for my own personal taste. And so I've put some pages from other collections from that designer into them as well. But they all kind of go, and lots of them had butterflies on, so a few of the ones that are from other kits made it into here. This is some of my beautiful paper that I got from my local florist, and this is one of the papers she uses to wrap up her flowers. And when I saw them, I was like, oh wow, it's so beautiful. And she gave me several sheets of each one, so I was very grateful for that. It just makes a beautiful addition to the journals. There's doilies and things as well as the 64 double-sided pages. This is a different kit entirely, but it was about butterflies. Again, I can't remember the designer of this one, but it's something I've had for quite some time and not used. So there's some nice sayings about butterflies in this one, so they've made it in here too, and the colours seem to go okay, don't you think? So this one says butterflies can't hear, but they can feel vibration. So it's kind of like butterfly facts, if you like. And again, I've used some of my Edith Holden book pages in here, and particularly chosen the ones that have butterflies on them. I love these deep corner pockets that I'm making at the moment. I use the digital kit to actually create that shape in that, with that filling with that picture. So I just love them on opposite corners. I think they just look beautiful. Could have a lot more stuff stuffed in them as well, but there you go. Lots of writing space, lots of butterflies, lots of tucks and ephemera, and as I said, another little baggie of extra ephemera will go with this journal when it sells. Here I have an envelope made out of butterfly paper, and I think I got that in Happy Mail from a friend. And I'm thinking Gina Rouse, but I could be wrong. And that's just a little card I made with my stencil, just to make that. And it's really funny because it looked too white. So what happened was I got this little stencil with 3 butterflies. So I put that on with my mauve just mauve distress ink pad, and then it just looked too stark, so I just used my fingertip, and all those little dots is just my fingertip making that little pattern. You can barely see it, but it's there, and it just took away the white look of it. So I like that. But yeah, I think Gina Rouse might have sent me that envelope. She probably sent it me for something else, but it went in this one. I think that's what we all do, isn't it? And I should have something behind there as well, but again, I will put the extra ephemera in with it. So if I haven't managed to fill the pockets before it sells, they can be added by the person who buys it. Another one of those ones with the facts about butterflies, and this one says, beautiful and graceful, varied and enchanting, small but approachable, butterflies lead you to the sunny side of life. And I must admit, birds and butterflies do make me feel happy when I go out in nature. I mean, I love just sitting and looking at the plants and the flowers, but the birds and the butterflies, even the bees, just make it all just so much more, I don't know, soothing somehow. It's just a love of nature, I guess. Sorry, I'm waffling on a bit today. Sorry about that. Somebody said that women have about 5,000 words a day to use up, and I'm actually overloaded with unused words because of isolation. Probably you all are too. Little altered paper clip up there, which I've just put a piece of lace underneath the 2 layers. I love the altered paper clips, and my own kits. Oh, isn't that a gorgeous page? That's from that other collection that, if I can find whose collection that is, and I probably can, I will put it in the comments below the video so that you know if you like this this kit, you will be able to see where to get it from. So much easier when they're my kits because I know exactly where to find them. Another one of the little baggies I've made with just some brown paper, my roll of brown paper that I use for sending out my parcels. And yes, I've just made a little tuck spot. I think there's a tuck spot. No, there's not. It's just a decoration. Little top tuck there. Just a piece of the writing paper. I love when I go to the op shops and I look for the stationery sets, you know, where they've probably use some of it, but it's nearly a full pack quite often, and you get it for really, I think I paid about 50 cents for a packet with this paper and the envelopes that match it in my local op shop, and I just think they just make beautiful little additions to the journals. So there's a little tip for you if you're an op shopper. Look out for those stationery sets. They do make gorgeous extra pages to put into your journals. Here's some of the music paper that my friend Cherry sent me. Just love it, and it just goes so well in all the journals. It doesn't really matter. The green seems to work always. And there's another one of Edith Holden pages that has a butterfly on it. This little card was given to me by my friend Lynn Brunch, I believe. Forgive me, ladies, if I get these wrong, but I'm pretty sure she sent me a whole heap of those, and they're just lovely. I'll put them into a few of this batch of journals that I've made. So thank you, Lynn, and if it's not Lynn, thank you whoever did give them to me. But I'm pretty sure it's Lynn. Just put one of my little butterfly circle things, Brad's kind of look that I've made. Got them in birds, butterflies and flowers, so I've just put one of them on the side there. So you'll see with that one there, sorry, how often I use the same image. I've used that one to make my corner pockets. I've used it as the middle page back a bit further, and I've cut it down in size to use it as a card. So I tend to do that with my kits, and I hope that people know they can do that, have that versatility with mine as well. They can all be resized and used in a number of different ways. And there's another of those layered pocket arrangements, and another card in there from Lynn. And there's some tags and so forth in that one as well. And I make those by nesting 2 envelopes together. And I'm not sure whose original idea that one is, but it is quite good. And because I have so many envelopes, it is a good way to use them up. And here we are to the back of the book, and in the back I've got another where I've just randomly cut a shape, and I've got my card and another tag in that back little tuck spot. And there we are to the end. Thank you so much for looking. Bye now.